Good morning. I'm Melissa Flournoy with Louisiana Progress Action. I'm the board chair of Louisiana Progress and Louisiana Progress Action. I want to start by thanking the Secretary of State Ardoin and his staff, because here in Louisiana we are very fortunate to have a well-run Secretary of State's office with the intention of trying to ensure that all Louisiana citizens are eligible to vote. And I think the purpose today on this legislation and others that you are reviewing is to encourage voting. And we've made progress in Louisiana through motor voter registration, through public sector registration, through our existing processes. We also have many very well qualified local registrars of voters. And so I think the goal needs to be how do we focus on voter turnout? Because the real challenge in Louisiana, as y'all have discussed today, is that we have people registered to vote, but unfortunately many have not voted in recent time. And so one of the considerations that I'd like to ask about is there a possibility to add the language in this legislation to encourage voter turnout by stating the election dates on any material that's sent to these inactive voters. One of the reasons I originally considered testifying against the bill was that I was not sure that it was necessary, given that we already have a canvass, given that the cost of this, and there would be a cost of an additional canvass, and trying to address whether or not does this actually improve voter integrity, will it improve turnout, and what's the impact? So as you're reviewing multiple pieces of legislation today, the real question is this bill necessary? Does this bill address a problem that will encourage people to vote? Are there strategies that we can adopt and put in place that will encourage voter turnout? It's very important for all of us to ensure that all Louisiana citizens who are eligible to vote are informed of the voting dates, the appropriate polling locations, and the appropriate practices for voter participation. Here in Louisiana, we've done a really good job with the Go Vote app, with notifications, and with outreach and working with community-based organizations on voter registration drives. So as you consider this, I think one of the possible amendments would be to include on all material sent from the Secretary of State's office to voters to include all voting dates. One of the things that I think we're hearing about in terms of general get out the vote and turnout is that many folks are not aware of election dates. The other question is I think a lot of people open their mail over their trash cans. I know I do. And may not actually be receiving the material. And so in this day of modern technology, can we also consider text message, mobile response, email, and other promotional activities, because frankly, I just think most people are not, opening their mail anymore. And so I think that's another concern. But at the end of the day, I think the problem we're trying to solve is that we want all citizens in Louisiana to be registered to vote, to know when the elections are, to be informed about the issues on the ballot, and to be encouraged and mobilized to participate. And so I appreciate your time and attention, and I share your concerns about accurate and true verified voting. And I think we have much progress we can continue to make together.